I just got off of a call with a new client and I want to talk about something that was so important that got brought up on this call. So I asked her, I said, what are you going to feel like on the other side of achieving these goals? And she stopped and she literally said, I have never thought about that question. I have never thought about how it's going to make me feel to actually achieve what I'm after. I've only ever thought about getting to the number. And I think that this is something that gets overlooked so often on health and fitness journeys, that it shouldn't just be about a number. Because for this woman, she had lost 40 pounds on her own, and she got down to a low weight that she thought was going to be ideal, but her body didn't look like what she expected. She still felt soft. She still felt like she was misaligned with what her goals were and where she wanted to be. And when you go through these phases of all this work and effort to lose the weight, to get to the number, and then the number doesn't make you happy, all of a sudden you're like, what am I doing? Why am I even doing this? And that's why weight loss should never be the goal. Body recomposition should be, because body recomposition is what gives you the muscle tone. It's what makes you feel healthier. It is what makes you stronger. It's what increases your metabolism so you actually have food freedom and you don't have to live your life on a diet. So for her, we started talking about it. You know, when you get to this body, how much more confident are you going to be? How much more in control are you going to feel? What activities are you going to stop missing out on because you actually feel good in your body? You know, how much better is your sex life going to get with your husband because you love to feel sexy naked around him? How much more active are you going to be with your kids? You know, how much better of an example are you going to set for your daughter? There are so many things about health and fitness that are not related to the number on the scale that we need to acknowledge if we want to be successful long term. And that is where so many women miss the boat. They think, if I get to the number, I'm gonna be happy. Hate to break it to you, but the likelihood is the number doesn't matter. Nobody looks at you and says, damn, she weighs good. They look at you and they say, gosh, she's really disciplined. She is so strong. Look how motivated she is. Look how confident she is. Nobody cares what you weigh. You need to stop caring what you weigh. You need to care about being healthy, being the example, having discipline, not relying on motivation, showing up for yourself. Because when you start showing up for yourself and your health is a priority and it's a lifestyle and it's not just a crash diet and it's not just a quick fix, all of a sudden, everywhere you go, you step into a room more confident. You demand that respect simply by being there, simply by knowing that you have non-negotiables and you stick to them and you are impeccable with your word and you are disciplined and you show up for yourself. And when people see that, they're attracted to it. So please remember, it is not just about some number on the scale and hitting it. It's about how you're going to feel when you actually become the person you've been saying you want to be.